Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Nukharinisa binti Jasmine and I would like to show you guys the calculation of the MAT 112 group projects for the case study 1. So here the question is, you are assigned to set up a small business and must borrow 20,000 ringgit loan for 5 years. There are two banks that you have surveyed for that loan. Below are the details of the bank. For Maju Bank, its interest rate offered is 4.55% compounded every 3 months, and for Jaya Bank is 4.75% compounded every 2 months. So let's take a look at the question A. Is to calculate the total interest charge for each bank. So for case study 1, we use S equals to P in bracket 1 plus I in bracket the power of N, and also I K over M I N equals to MT. For the Maju Bank is, for the Maju Jaya Bank is interest rate 4.55% per annum compounded every 3 months, so which means it's quarterly, 4 times per year. So for the calculation is S equals to 20,000, it's P in bracket 1 plus 0.0455 divide by 4 in bracket the power of 4 times 5. So 20,000 ringgit in bracket 1.011375 the power of 20. So the answer for S is 25,076.92, and for the total interest is 25,076.92, 20,000. So the answer for the total interest is 5,076.92. So in case study 1, we also use the same formula for Jaya Bank. So for the Jaya Bank is 4.75% per annum compounded every 2 months, so which means it's 6 times per year. So for the calculation is, as we know, S is 20,000 ringgit in bracket 1 plus 0.0475 divide 6 in bracket the power of 6 times 5. So it's 20,000 ringgit in bracket 1.0079167 in bracket the power of 30. So the answer for the S is 25,337.79. So for the answer of the total interest is 25,337.9, 20,000. So the answer for the total interest is 5,337.79. So next is question B. Which bank should you choose to borrow the loan based on your answer in A, and give your reason? So for Maju Bank is 5076.92. Maju Bank. And for the Jaya Bank is 5337.79. This is for Jaya Bank. So which bank offer you the low interest? So the answer is Maju Bank, because it offer a lower total interest over 5 years. So the answer is the Maju Bank saved 260 ringgit and 87 cent.
Hello everyone, my name is Nurbalkicha Ilham and I will be explaining case study 1C. So, after 1 year and 6 months, the bank changed the rate to 5% compounded semi-annually. How much should you pay at the end of 5 years? Calculate the total interest paid. So, in this question, we are told that we took a loan of 20,000 ringgit from Maju Bank. So for the first 1 year and 6 months, the interest rate is 4.55% compounded quarterly, which means 4 times a year. So after that, the bank changes the rate to 5% compounded semi-annually, and we are asked to calculate how much we need to pay at the end of 5 years, as well as the total interest paid. First, we calculate the amount after 1.5 years using the compound interest formula. So we will use this formula, which is S equal P 1 plus I with the power of n, where P is 20,000 and the rate is 4.55% per year. So I is 0.0455 divided by 4. And the time is 1.5 years compounded quarterly, so n equal 4 times 1.5, so we will get 6 as the n. And so we will substitute these into the formula, which is S equal 20,000 1 plus 0.0455 divided by 4 with the power of n, which is 6. I'm so sorry for the delay. And so we will get 21,404 ringgit and 41 cents. So the loan will grow to this amount after 1.5 years. And next, we use this new amount as the principal for the next 3.5 years with the new interest rate of 5% compounded semi-annually. So the new one is going to be 2,100, 404 and 41 cents. The I will be 0.05 divided by 2, and the power of n will be 2 times 3.3, which we will get 7. So as usual, we substitute these into the formula. 21,404 and 41 cents, 1 plus 0.05 divided by 2 with the power of 7. So we will get 25,443 ringgit 12 cents. So at the end of 5 years, the total amount to be paid is this amount. And finally, we calculate the total interest paid, which we will use this formula. Okay, so I equal 25,443 ringgit 12 cents minus 20,000, sorry, and so we will get 5,443 ringgit 12 cents. So in conclusion, the total amount to pay after 5 years is this amount, which is 25,443 ringgit 12 cents, and the total interest paid is 5,443 ringgit 12 cents.
Hi, Assalamualaikum everyone. My name is Rajadina Akila, and today I would like to explain about case study 2. So, for question A, Sharifah is offered to study at a local university for 4 years. Luckily, her parents had taken an educational insurance for her own when she was born. The mature insurance value is now 26,442 ringgit. Therefore, she has two options. Option first is use the 26,442 ringgit education insurance money and invest the whole amount in an account that pays 4.25% compound monthly. This way, she will get a sum of money every month until she finishes her 4-year studies. So, for option number 2, to let her parents keep the money and give her 560 ringgit every month during her studies. So, which option should Sharifah choose? Justify your answers with relevant calculations. There's also a hint given, which is compare the amount of monthly money Sharifah earns from each scheme. So, let's look at the answer. So, for case study 2, so as we all know, we have S, which is 26,442 ringgit, and we have the timeline of when she studies, which is 4 years. So we have to use a formula, which is formula, let me type it in, draw it in. So the formula that we have to use is A equals to R in bracket 1 minus 1 in bracket plus I in bracket N. And then, so this is a formula that I will be using. So let's start with option number 1. So option number 1, we know that K is equals to 4.25%. We also have M, which is equals to 12. And we have to find N. N is, okay, so N equals to M times T. So as you all know, M is 12 times T. T is for time, which is 4. So we have 48. So now we will move on to finding I. I equals to K divided by M,
And then, as we all know, K is 4.25. So 4.25, we convert it and it will become 0.0425 divided by 12, and our final answer is 17 per 4,800. So this is what we have for now. So now we will enter all of this in a formula that is given above, which is this one. This is the formula. So let's look at the calculation. So for the calculation, so as we all know, our amount is 26,442 ringgit equals to R, and in bracket we will enter the formula that was given that I showed you. 1 minus 1 in bracket plus 17 per 4,800 in bracket again, negative 48, and then per with 17 per 4,800, and then in bracket. So after doing the calculation, our final answer is 600. So the question said which is the better option. So we all know that option 1, Sharifah will get 600 monthly. For option 2, she will get 560 ringgit monthly. So the final answer is option 1, because Sharifah will have more allowance each month for 4 years.
Assalamualaikum everyone, my name is Muhammad Mafaj bin Ismail, and today I'm going to be answering the question case study 2, question B. At the end of her first semester, Sharifah needs to buy a laptop. Her father bought a brand new laptop through an installment plan by making a down payment of 10% followed by 36 equal monthly payment. The laptop costs 3,250 and the interest charge is 3.5% compounded monthly. Question 1 Roman. Calculate the monthly payment and the interest charge. Okay, in order to find out how much monthly payment is, we need to write down the formula, which is A equal to R open bracket 1 minus open bracket 1 plus I close bracket, then power n per n close bracket. So from the question, first we need to find out how much the laptop costs after the down payment has been paid, and the cost of the laptop is 3,250 minus 10%, and the answer should be RM 2925. Okay, after we have done that, only then we could proceed Only then we could proceed to find out how much money payment that need to be made, which is 2,925 equivalent to R, open bracket, 1 plus 1 minus 1, open bracket, and then plus the percentage that is being compounded monthly, which is when converted, it will become 0.035, and the n is 12, then cross bracket, then power root 36, because 12 because 36 equal monthly payment is equal to 3 years, and then 12 multiplied by 3 is 36, and then we make this, then just copy down 0.035 per 12. And then the answer should be R is equivalent to RM 85 ringgit and 71 cent. Okay, in order to find out how the total interest charge is, we need to use the formula I equal to N R minus A, which is N is 36, and then R is 85.71, then minus the cost of the laptop after the down payment has been made, which is 2,925, and the total interest charge should be RM 160 ringgit and 56 cent. Okay, and then for question Roman, if her father wants to settle off the loan immediately after paying the 30th monthly payment, how much additional payment does he have to make? In order to answer the question, first we need to find out how many payment that the fathers have to make, which is N equal to 36 equal payment minus 30, which is the father have paid, and the total should be 6, and then we will use the formula, which is A equivalent to R, open bracket, 1 minus open bracket 1 plus I, power root negative N, then per I. Okay, so if we put the numbers into place, it should be like this. A, which is A6, equivalent to 85 ringgit 71 cent, open bracket, 1 plus 0.035 per 12 close bracket. Wait, I'm sorry. Open bracket 1 minus open bracket 1 plus 0.035 per 12 close bracket, and the power root is -6, and then per 0.035 per 12, and the answer should be RM 509 ringgit and 5 cent. This is how much the additional payment that need to be made by her father. And for question 3 Roman, if her father missed the first 4 monthly payment, how much should he pay on the 5th payment to settle all outstanding errors? So in order to find out that, we need to put in the formula. The formula is S equivalent to R open bracket 1 open bracket 1 plus I power root n minus 1 per I close bracket. And then when we put it in the numbers in the formula, it should be like this: S5 equivalent to 85 ringgit 71 cent open bracket 1 plus 0.035 5 per 12 bracket, and the n for this formula is 5, and then minus 1 per 0.035 per 12, and then close bracket, and the answer should be RM 431 cent, 431 and 6 cent. This is how much your father has to pay for the all outstanding errors that he has not paid. And that is the end for me. Thank you.